Hello everybody, happy Monday. We are going live today with Michali and we're going to be answering a question that's been posted on the forum. Feels like I haven't done this in forever. I think it's just been a week. It's been a long week, I guess. Hope everyone had an easy, meaningful Tisha B'Av yesterday. Thank you for joining. Chai Bracha and highlights by Chayla and Gitti. Thank you all for joining. We're just waiting for Michali to pop up. I'm like 2 minutes late, so yes, here I see the request. Accept.
Hi.
Michali, how are you? To like move
Good.
back
How
so
are
that
you
my face is
doing?
not up. I'm doing well. I feel like a broken record, but every week it feels like it's been the longest week ever. At least this week we can blame it on Tisha B'Av, so like I don't feel as crazy, but
Yeah, that's true. Tisha B'Av definitely threw a lot of people off in terms of like
totally.
routines and stuff.
Oh my goodness,
Like, where did
I'm
my
feeling
Sunday go? Yeah.
exactly. I'm totally feeling it today, so I'm with you.
Are we having a green smoothie?
It's actually celery juice. It's not as exciting as a
Oh,
green
wow.
smoothie.
Very exciting. Well, I'm going to just have it vicariously through you so that I don't have to drink it.
Totally. You don't have to go through the torture. It's not so bad. It tastes better than it sounds, but yeah, my body needs this today. Like fasting throws me off crazy. So I'm totally feeling it today. So we're going to be taking care of our bodies.
I love that you're doing that, and I think it's such good modeling also. I mean, I know that's not the point of this, but
Yeah.
a lot of times we think self-care is like spas, and sometimes it's like flossing and drinking celery juice.
Exactly. Exactly.
And spas at the same time.
Exactly. And if it's not good for you, then it means not drinking it. It just happens to be something
Exactly,
that my body
exactly.
appreciates. It says my body says thank you after. My mind is like, I'd rather have a real green smoothie.
Or like a milkshake, that's
Exactly.
something I would have. Yeah.
Exactly. Anyways,
Okay,
okay, you're
so
up for the question.
I am. So it's from I'm a fighter. And they wrote, "Hi, I am new to the dating scene and I'm having trouble figuring out what to do with burnout. I just don't get as excited anymore when he texts me, and I don't think it's because I lost feelings. I just haven't met him yet in person. We only talked once and I'm getting frustrated. I don't even know what we are. It's like hard to read this.
Yeah, I know it's a hard question to read. It was like written in like very much like texting
Yeah.
slang.
Where our relationship stands, because
Mm-hmm.
we said that we won't make it official that we're dating till we go out, but I feel so lost. I need some guidance. Anything will help. A dating
Alrighty.
question.
I know. I feel like this is right up your alley and like something that I would appreciate as well. So let's go for it.
Okay, so I hope I'm understanding this person correctly. There wasn't any punctuation, so I don't know. I'm hoping I'm understanding the question right. So just to kind of summarize in my own words, I'm hearing the question as it feels like there aren't any boundaries. There's no definition of this relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know where to put myself. And as a result of that, my feelings for this relationship have been impacted, where the positive feelings are going away and there's
Mm-hmm.
more negative feelings coming up. And what
Mm-hmm.
do I do? Did you understand that relationship,
Yeah, I
that
kind of
person the
understood
same
it the
way?
same way. Yeah, it sounds like confusion, fear potentially, like fear because like not being able to like know where the relationship stands, and I think that fear is maybe like impacting the questioner from like feeling a specific feeling or feeling positive about the relationship because like what if it's not what it's in her what the way it is in her mind type of thing.
Yeah.
And frustration, like
Yeah.
frustration for the lack of clarity and almost like an expectation that I'm assuming it's a girl and a guy and the girl's asking the question. So frustration because there's an expectation that this guy would be drawing clearer, giving clearer signals and clearer boundaries, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah. So the good news is that I think that all of those feelings can be resolved with some good boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, frustration comes when there's a violation of a boundary, or there's something about a boundary that's not working for us, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
too strict or too lenient or
What about
non-existent.
ambiguous? It feels like these are just like
Yeah.
there's so many ambiguous boundaries.
Yeah, when there's a boundary issue,
Mm-hmm.
that will tend to bring up feelings of anger, whether it's slight annoyance to complete rage or anything in between.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think, of course, there's burnout because it sounds like you're literally burning through all the energy that you have trying to figure out what these boundaries are.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that if this person, if I'm a fighter, right, which I'm guessing is a woman, just from how the question reads, if she's wanting to date for marriage, or if she wants something more serious, then it's completely mature and adult like to reach out to this guy and say, look, I need some more definition of what we're doing here, and to
Mm-hmm.
have a crucial conversation with him in the way that they have been communicating and saying, like, look, I'm not okay with how things are at this point. I would either need to meet by this time, in the next 2 weeks, whatever is reasonable to both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we need to shift the way that we're doing this dating kind of thing because it's just not working for me.
Mm-hmm.
In the cruise, before she even starts the crucial conversation, I would try to start identifying, well, what would make me feel excited? What
Mm-hmm.
would make me feel like I'm in a relationship? What would make me feel found, right? She said a few times, I'm feeling lost, what would
Mm-hmm.
make her feel found? Like, what would make her feel like I have a place?
Mm-hmm. Or
Um,
clarity. It might be we're done, but it might. But like I feel
yeah,
like, we're assuming that she wants, that this guy says, yeah, let's meet, let's date seriously, let's be exclusive or whatever. But like, I feel like what she really wants is clarity. No pun
yeah.
intended. But
Yeah, 100%. And even though, and also though, I think it would be a good question to just know for future dates, right? Like what does make her feel good, right? I always say, like, when it comes to dating, you learn from every single person you go on a date with, right?
Mhm,
Every person you date is just as Bashar as your Bashar, if
mhm,
you believe in Bashar stuff.
mhm, mhm.
Um,
I like that. I never.
and so, yeah, so it's like, what are you learning from the dates that don't go well? What are you learning from the dates
Mhm,
that do go well? And it's not about like other people. It's learning about what you want, what you need, what makes you fly, what makes you feel down, right?
mhm,
So I think that would be a good question, regardless of whether or not, like, to your point, whether or not it works for this particular relationship. But it definitely sounds like this person needs a crucial conversation with this guy and
mhm,
to figure out where they stand, and I'm a fighter can kind of be firm in her boundaries and say, like, look, this is what I need, and if you can't give that to me, I totally understand and respect that. This is not going to work because I'm not getting what I need,
mhm,
and to go your separate ways from there.
mhm.
Would you add anything to that, or does that sum it
No, I
up?
love that. And I think like what you added, especially, is like to know what I'm a fighter should know, and maybe discuss this in therapy. What are the boundaries that you need? What is the clarification that you need? It might not be that you're dating, and seeing each other 4 times a week. Maybe it is that, and then the other person might say that that's not for me or whatever it is. But really
Right.
be clear about like what are those things that you need. Um, and for what purpose, right? Like, it's not like, to understand, like, is it coming from a healthy place, or is it coming from some sort of like trauma history? Because you don't want to bring that into your relationship. You might want to work that out, outside of the relationship, and then have asks of that person that are more in line with the healthy relationship. So I think that point was like very on point. Is there anything else that I would add? No, I think that, like, everything that you said, I completely agree with. Giving like this questioner the courage to ask and to be the one that speaks up and says, like, this is not working for me, I need something different.
Hmm.
I think that's very empowering, even though it's something that a lot of times the girl in the relationship doesn't want to do, but sometimes it's necessary, and you can't just sit and like wait for someone else to do what you need, because they're not mind readers and they probably won't. So I think that's a great point too.
Yeah, and the last thing I would just add to that is, like, I think a lot of us, in our heads, we base a lot of these conversations off of like the movies that we've watched. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
these dramatic scenes where it's like, you don't care about me, or, whatever it is. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like drama. And just so you know, it doesn't have to be dramatic. It can be this very calm conversation where each person is going to advocate for his or her needs.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. And that's for sure. Right. But like, it doesn't have to be a fight. It doesn't have to be this like blown up drama. It can literally be a calm conversation where each person says what they want, what they need, what they're looking to get. And if it matches, great. And if it doesn't, also great.
Love that. Yeah.
That's the last piece that I do, because so many times when I suggest crucial conversations, and in people's minds, they're just like envisioning this like, huge blow up fight. And it doesn't have to be like that. Breakups can be calm and respectful.
And proper, and you could actually get proper closure in the traditional sense of the word. I love that.
Yes,
I love
exactly.
that. And like, I think that goes back to like going in with that intention and going in with that, first of all, knowing that that's possible, and knowing that you're going after that kind of calm, mature conversation. And also knowing what you really need. And when you're clear, it's very hard for a person to fight about it. It's either like, yes, I can do this, or no, I can't. And like, I'm sorry. It doesn't have to become a whole like battle.
Exactly.
Love that. All right,
Michali.
I
think we answered the question. Good job.
So much. Have a good one.
Thank you.
I'll see you next week. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
See you next week. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.